Today, is Battle Royale mode in Fortnite too similar to PUBG? How many ways are there to shoot people? This is Checkpoint.
Welcome to Checkpoint, where sadly, Graham is sick today.
Just to be clear, Graham is at home and I'm Beej filling in for him. This isn't what Graham looks like when he's sick.
Right, sick Graham looks basically just like healthy Graham, but more mucusy. The portfolio of former Valve artist Drew Wolf has revealed something exciting. Valve considered putting female characters into Team Fortress 2. And not just gender swaps, according to Wolf. The goal was to add an entire new group of characters and personalities into the game. While the project obviously never got off the ground, I would like to see some of these ideas in the next Team Fortress game, which I'm sure will come out right after Valve gets over its pathological fear of producing anything with a 3 in the title and stops freebasing money directly from the Steam PayPal account.
If you're a Sonic fan, you're probably aware that in the upcoming Sonic Forces, you can create your own original playable character. A Sonic Sona, if you will. But maybe tamp down that excitement, the character creator isn't going to be super in-depth. So don't expect to create your own Sonic masterpiece. Apparently it's more taking a pre-existing character and then customizing them with a set of pieces to your liking. And that's very on purpose, according to studio head Takahashi Iizuka, who told Polygon he's seen all sorts of Sonic fan art online. When we were thinking about the customizable character feature, we didn't really go too far in creating different body types and shapes, he explained, because most of what we saw had a similar type of body shape to Sonic. Similar to Sonic except for the pendulous titties and enormous pickle dongs being the unspoken part of that sentence. Look, this character creator isn't super detailed, but honestly, that's a blessing.
PUBG creators Bluehole are not very happy that Epic Games has released a new Battle Royale mode for Fortnite. Now, while there are many Battle Royale style games out there, remember that Brendan PlayerUnknown Green got his start helping make other Battle Royale modes for H1Z1 and Arma after all. Bluehole feels that Fortnite's Battle Royale mode is just a step too far. We've had an ongoing relationship with Epic Games throughout PUBG's development, as they are the creators of Unreal Engine 4, the engine we licensed for the game, Bluehole's Chang-Han Kim said in a press release. After listening to the growing feedback from our community and reviewing the gameplay for ourselves, we are concerned that Fortnite may be replicating the experience for which PUBG is known. The PUBG community has and continues to provide evidence of the many similarities as we contemplate further action. This brings up a really interesting question. Can Bluehole actually do anything? Battle Royale games aren't their invention, and saying a game is replicating the experience is a pretty slippery slope to base your argument on. And yeah, you start Fortnite's Battle Royale mode literally by dropping off the airborne battle bus and then gliding into the map, but there are some key differences. You have a pickaxe, and you can build things in the environment. And from what I've seen in the trailer, there's no method by which you dome weak boys to death with frying pans, so clearly we're just dealing with an inferior product here.
Players were surprised to discover a joke referring to an NFL rivalry in the English release of Danganronpa v3. In the original Japanese script, a monocub, it's that weird bear thing you always see at anime conventions, declares his love for the Hanshin Tigers and his equal levels of disdain for the Yomiuri Giants. Those are baseball teams, by the way, Japanese baseball teams. It's okay if you haven't heard of them before. I'm only a huge fan of the Tigers because of all the anime I watch. For some reason, the English producers couldn't count on all of the Danganronpa fans being huge weebs, so the localization team solved the problem by framing the joke through another obscure sports rivalry that the bulk of the English audience won't understand either. Localization is a difficult task, but one has to wonder how inclusive it is to refer to a rivalry in the relatively unknown sport of American football, as opposed to using a more universal sport that more people would instantly recognize. Indeed, I know I would have immediately understood it if the Monocub had declared, "The Grey Cup is ours this year! Rough Riders are the best! Fuck the Rough Riders!" And another thing, you could have kept the original translation and everyone would have just assumed it was referring to Australian football.
Dude, that is even a worse reference to the CFL one you suggested. At least the CFL is known for being sort of hilariously stupid because for like 40 years it had 9 teams, 2 of which were called the Rough Riders.
I don't think as many people know about that as you think.
Really? I tell people that story all the time.
Why?
Well, Canada's a little thin on the ground for inspiring stories. It's either that or recapping the Heritage Minute about Standard Time. Coming up, Sega is teaming up with definitely owl-themed restaurant chain Hooters to promote the upcoming Sonic Forces. We can only hope that this means Hooters uniform Sonic will be available as part of the new Forces character customizer. Take it or leave it, this is what you get.
Do you want a hug?
Yeah.
No. Do not want a hug.